Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So now on this video, I want to talk about foundational black men, as we are called. Shout out to Tariq. In the American workplace, the truth. Black men, what I don't like calling, y'all know I've been trying not to use it, but some of y'all still ain't caught on. Chocolate colored, mocha colored, caramel colored men who are from the indigenous tribes that were originally in this country and who are the biblical Israelite, but who keeping score. I'm not finna touch on that too much. Let's just get into the subject matter. The truth of the matter is that people be on. I might use a couple cuss words on this. I just might have to. I just might choose to. Okay, I will. Y'all know I don't be on that cussing tip, but I'm gonna tell you like this. People be on bullshit, excuse my language, with black men on jobs. And sometimes it be other black men. If they've been on the job longer than you, they start taking on the Sambo role, some of them. Like I told y'all about a guy that I had to basically deal with. It's always in a bad mood, just always on garbage. And I knew he was on garbage when he brought up something that I don't have nothing to do with whatsoever. But the little stuff that black people do on the job is nothing in comparison to what the other races do to us on the job. Now, people try to say we don't want to work, but the reality is, the truth is that on most of these jobs, and I'm saying most, people try to take the black man that they don't like or who ain't kissing up to them. If you too quiet, if they think you socially awkward, if they don't think you like a street dude and they like street dudes, they want to be able to say, yeah, I know such and such. They will make it rough for you. And they do it to women too. I've seen it. Like I'm not gonna name the restaurant, but I was in a restaurant and the black girl was new. It kind of was hitting me, because I was thinking, like, what if that's my daughter? What if somebody was doing my daughter like that? So it was hitting me how they was doing her. Half teaching her the job, yelling at her for what she don't know. You're not teaching her. And that, to me, that's one of the most insecure. You are a piece of shit. And that's it. No more cuss words. But I had to say it, because if you won't teach somebody a job, or you don't give people a chance to learn a job, you a piece of doo-doo. A stinky piece too. Stink. So, but this is what happens to us on these jobs. And when we quit, our old baby boomer relatives, in-laws, whatever, they basically quit. This is what they do. Some of them done quit jobs themselves. But when you quit a job, oh, he shouldn't have never quit that job. Man, ain't nobody finna be no sucker for these jobs. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Some dudes ain't going for it. They'll just get out here and be hustling. They be grinding on the street. They ain't gonna go for that. Kissing a white man's butt or other men's butts at work just to have a paycheck. Some people ain't going for it. Again, like I said, when I was out there before I came to faith in the Most High. If people was doing me like they do people now, I would have probably took off on one of them, and I wouldn't have worked no job. But see, at my job, they was cool. Like they wasn't doing people like that. See, this didn't happen as much in the 90s. Not in the 90s. This little poisonous workplace stuff, it always existed to an extent. But it seemed like in the 2000 era, it got a lot worse. And you can't tell me I'm wrong, because I've been working since I was 16. It was little spur of the moment stuff. Like, a person wouldn't try to torment you at a job. They didn't like how you did the job, they just fired you. That's all it was. Now, they'll either take you off the schedule, or they won't fire you like a man or like an adult. They'll take you off the schedule, or they'll cut your hours, or something like that, or they'll keep picking with you till you have to leave so you won't end up in jail. Been knocked them upside their head. These are all the things that black people deal with in the workplace. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Especially if you're a black man, age. They do it to the kids too, but not as much. But age 19 and up. That's when you're going to start dealing with those avid sports fans who the only black people they like is the ones on TV on their favorite team. And they'll be, come on, you know how they act. Like I told y'all, I looked at dude crazy. Like, there was a young dude, he trying to work, man. He ain't trying to be in no jail. He talking to him like he a slave. I'm looking like, see, that's the problem with these jobs. That's one thing, when I start opening companies and stuff like that and having all these employees, black or not, you better treat my new people right. And what they don't know, I'm going to be looking at you. And I'm going to be sitting down with them trying to find out how they treating you. Because I've seen it too many times. People be trying to make it out here. People be having kids. People be having bills. People be having things they want in life. And these miserable, low-life, demonic people with because ain't nobody who got God in their life gonna do this. Even if they go to church, if they in the church but the church ain't in them, maybe they'll act like that. But a real believer that's tied to their faith ain't gonna treat people like that. They're not gonna be racist. That's not a real believer. They're not gonna be racist. But I want to touch on my area, because I believe that this area is one of the worst for it. Like, I had to confront a guy. Well, I was polite about it, about not hiring my son. And the stuff he was saying, I was like, he's a team lead. He said, well, we need people with supervisor experience. I said, he's a team lead. I asked the manager flat out, like, what happened? Like, what was the reason? He said, oh, I saw his application. He hired a bunch of Caucasian women with blue hair, this, that, and the other. I mean, it's okay that he hired them, but he should have been fair with my son. That's another thing. We don't get a fair shake on these jobs. Not only do they try to run us off the job, but we don't get a fair shake for a lot of them. Like, they'll think of any reason. Like, I just recently, well, I ain't gonna even, look at this crazy. I ain't gonna even mention that. I'm gonna keep that to myself, because I don't know who's watching. But, so, wait, hold on, let me park. There's been many jobs that I didn't get. Some black people are only black in skin. They not with us. And this is why to